Greetings to all of humanity's reader. Joyce, always my pleasure to be greeting you and bringing this message of emancipation to you, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. And that is why I want to speak to you on the subject of how you can manifest the right man or right woman in your life. And I'm doing this video because I realize that there are many people all around the world who want to have the right man or the right woman in their life, whether it's in an intimate relationship or in a business relationship. You want to have the right people at your side. You want to have the kind of people that would support you in your goals and in your dreams. If your goal is to have, the perfect family, the kind of family that you are dreaming of, okay, then you can attract the right person to have that family with. Okay, if you are a man that is looking for a certain kind of woman in your life for a relationship, you can attract that kind of woman. If you are a man that is looking, if you are a woman, I should say, that is looking for a certain kind of man in your life to have a certain relationship, you can attract that kind of man also. And I want to be quite specific in saying that there's a lot of black women who believe that they cannot find the right kind of black man in their life. But if I be honest with you, many of them do not know what they want. And vice versa too with the man. Many of them do not know what they want. Because most of the time, if you do some, introspection, if I'm using the right word there, you would realize that many of them, they're looking for love. So the loveless never really find love, because you shouldn't be going looking for love. You should be giving love so that you can receive love. And that is why it is very important for you as a man or woman to have a blueprint of that one that you want to attract in your life. And whatever qualities that you're looking for, you must be able to display those qualities, and you would be able to attract someone who would fit exactly what you're looking for. Now, as you know, I always teach that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically, and that the Bible is not literal, neither is it secular history, and that it was written symbolically, and it have no reference to anyone who existed thousands of years ago or to any actual event that would have taken on earth thousands of years ago. And I'm saying all of that to say this, that in the Bible it tells you of one by the name of Eliezer. And remember, it is all speaking of about mindset, okay? It's all psychological. And Eliezer, okay, sworn by putting his hand on the loin of Abraham, his master, to go and find a bride for Isaac, who was the son of the promise, okay? And he must find this wife for Isaac from a certain lineage. And he must seek for certain qualities in this damsel, okay? And so the psychological drama is played out right in the Bible of how you can attract that specific person in your life. So he says that on the journey that Eliezer says within himself, or speak within himself, of how this damsel should behave herself as a sign to show that it's an answer to his prayers. So you want to have things that would operate as a sign or as a symbol to tell you this is the kind of person that you've been seeking for, because you would have already have a blueprint of what you're looking for, who you're looking for. You know exactly what kind of person that you want in your life. Sometimes some people want a person to reflect their mother or reflect their father. You know what I mean? But that's beside the point that I'm trying to get across to you at this moment. So let me go on. So he says that let it be the damsel that would come and would fetch water for me and feed the camels. So it is one who will come and do the things that you so desire in your heart without you asking them or without you telling them to do that. And let me say this, that is something I've used in my life many times to know so many different things. Like let me give an example, okay, because it doesn't always have to do with, you know, relationship and so on, as some people may think. I remember when someone would have break into my shop. I had a business at a school, and they break into that business, okay. And when the police came and everything, and the principal and everyone was going, you know how I was operating like that. I wasn't sad, I wasn't anything, and I was just saying, well, they didn't do me anything, they do themselves. They were like, say, so how you could say that? I don't understand you. Kind of man, that's supposed to be a livelihood. And I'm laughing within myself, say, that's not my livelihood. You think that's my livelihood, okay? And so I just went home, go into my meditation and so on, and all I desire was for the police to apprehend the person and for the person not to spend Christmas, because around that time in December, it was coming close to December. But it was actually December, it was coming close to the Christmas time, you know, coming close to the 25th. So it could have been around the 15th or something like that. It could have taken place around the 10th, but it was more earlier in December though. Okay? And my desire was for him not to spend Christmas on the outside, but to spend Christmas behind bars, and that is my justice, and that would vindicate to me exactly that's the right person and so on, because I'm working with a different law than the one that is set up, okay, to favor certain people and go against certain people, okay. And that's what actually took place. And that's why, you know, sometime later when the police served me a summon to come to court, you know, to convict the guy, you know, I was very reluctant and I didn't want anything to happen. I just wanted actually to see the guy's face because I didn't know who the person was. And I happened to get there and see the guy's face, and the judge didn't turn up. And I never went back. I never ever went back. I always desired that they would never serve me another summon, and they would need to know about it. And I never know about it. Okay, and it's about maybe 2 years ago since that happened. You see? So my brother and my sisters, when you understand how the mind works, and you realize that you can use your mind power to achieve your every desire, then it's as simple as you writing down exactly what you want. So if you know, if it could even be a business partner, okay, but in this case, I think I am mostly speaking for people who want to get into relationship, okay, because there's a lot of lonely women, I believe, out there. You know, down here it's kind of different, okay. I don't believe there's so much lonely women, you know, down here, okay. But, you know, places like America and other places where people normally listen to me, I want to believe so, okay? So, you write down exactly what you want, just like if you want to manifest other things, you know what I mean? So, you write down exactly what kind of woman you're looking for or what kind of man you're looking for. And you got to be specific. You got to be very definite about what you want. Even if it's someone you want to attract in business, you can do the same thing. So, everything is right there in the Bible if you understand the Bible from a psychological standpoint. So my brother, my sisters, it's not hard, okay? You have to know exactly what you want. What kind of man do you want? And you know, sometimes a lot of women will say they can't find a good man. Sometimes they're looking for a puppet, you know. They're looking for a man they can push around. It's not supposed to be like that, okay? You supposed to walk by the golden rule of life. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you, okay? Don't just say, you know, you want a nice, you know, loving spiritual man because you might attract a man who loves church, a man who like to pray 3-4 times on his knees and calling on Jesus. So I just say that to say you got to be very specific about what you want, and it will come to you. It will come to you because why? We are all connected. Don't make nobody fool you. We are all connected. There's one universal consciousness and we are all connected. Okay? And it will happen. Habakkuk chapter 2 tell you it will happen. It is a law. Walk by the law. Okay, so I don't want to go into too much of different other things, you know. It's just as simple as that. Okay? Just follow the instructions and writing down exactly, what kind of person that you want in your life, you want to attract in your life. Be very, very specific, as I would have said, okay, whether a man or a woman, and it will come to pass. Because when we look in the Bible, we see when it tells you about Eliezer, okay, and this bride, we see that there's a dame who came out and do exactly, I think it was Rebecca, okay, and then Eliezer said, okay, this is the one, and he went and meet, our family and so on, and tell them and give them the good news and so on, and they had a time of feasting together before they allow her to go with him. You see, all of this psychological drama is playing out of how you can attract whatever you want in your life. If you understand that true prayer is desire and meditation, and then it says to you that Eliezer arrived with Rebecca after they would have put even jewels and so on her hands and so on, give her gifts, and bring her to Isaac. He never tell you that they went through all this traditional kind of stupidness that the government give us to get money and sign a piece of paper so you have sex without guilt and shame and so on. He never show you all of that, okay? Because it's not literal, okay? It's all a psychological thing that they are showing you when you understand how the mind works and how you can attract whatever you desire in your life. So don't just think about you could just attract money and all of these things, and you cannot attract the kind of mate that you desire in your life, or the kind of business partner you desire, and so on, okay? But you get a picture of the idea that I'm trying to bring across to you. So it's as simple as that. So with that being said, my brother, my sisters, I hope I make myself plain. I find like I've been struggling with this one, I don't know why. But I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me and what I'm saying resonating with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm encouraged you to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share this video. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram at BlackMadGuru, you can follow me on Instagram, at BlackMadGuru. Okay. Also, if you haven't checked out my course on the inner sun science and technology to create your reality consciously, it's on my Patreon, and it's for those who are willing to donate at least $20 or more per month. You will have access to that. But if you cannot afford, there much more information that's on my Patreon that is not on YouTube that you can listen to, and you can be enriched. Okay, so with all of that being said, I want to say also that if you like to support this work by any other way, we have a PayPal link down below. Feel free to check it out, and only do so if you feel compelled. If your intuition is moving up and you strongly to do so, then I would advise you to do so. So with all of that being said, my brother and my sisters, go and get your specific person. It is your right to do so. So with that being said again, I want to say peace, love you all, out.